It's not easy being a hotel reviewer. You think life is all about being glamorous in a hotel? It's hard. Why are you laughing at me? You think it's funny that I'm crying? Stop rolling. Okay, because I'm very loud quite naturally.
Yeah, what we're doing 8:15 a.m. in the morning. We woke up at 7 or probably earlier just to come to this place, just to do a podcast.
I woke up early. I was afraid I was going to be late because I saw my clock. It was 6 a.m. I was like, oh no, shit, I have to make this time for this podcast. Because usually on Saturdays, if I'm not working, I'll be sleeping till quite late in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not sure even if my IQ is awake. Because speaking with the guy from the Smart Local.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Smart Local, how did that came about?
Okay, if people think there's some grand story to this, but there really isn't. So like after graduating from NUS, I said, and I did theatre. So my background is in theatre. So I thought, okay, should I go and pursue theatre? Then on the other hand, my mind said, I need to make some money lah. So I went to find a job. And this came to me in like by chance.
Okay.
I went to a website. It says, okay, join the Smart Local as an intern. Now, back then, it was 3 years ago, mind you. The Smart Local wasn't a big thing.
Okay.
It was a website. People go to this website for like articles and stuff like that. So I signed up, and I basically signed up to be an editorial intern. So actually, I was a writer.
Okay, but you had no idea what that entails, the job.
Well, I mean, they said I had to be a writer. So I did write a couple of articles during my time there. But subsequently, they were starting out a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And that is where I found myself being on camera, producing a lot of the videos behind the scenes. And then eventually I got offered a full-time position. And I've been in TSL for 3 years.
Oh, so it's actually a well-oiled machine that is already moving. I actually, my impression of it. Okay, here's how I got to know of the Smart Local. I was talking to my friends that I was starting this podcast, and then by then I've already had 4 podcasts.
Sure.
And she told me, "Oh, you're doing very well. I'm pretty sure you'll be like the Smart Local."
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's the first time I was like, who's the Smart Local?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I YouTube a lot, but I don't come across Singapore channels that often.
Right.
But I went to YouTube to find out what you guys are. And the impression that I got is just a group of friends who came together to do a YouTube video.
Yeah, I think people don't see that how we started out was actually purely based on our website, editorial website. So actually, my boss, he actually came up with the idea of kind of creating this website where Singaporeans can actually write reviews and about anything in Singapore, about things to do, etc., for Singaporeans. So for Singaporeans, by Singaporeans, also written by Singaporeans. So that was basically the basis of it. And then now the YouTube channel, like everything else, is kind of an offshoot of that. So the idea of the content is still the same.
Okay.
It's important. I think for us, I think content is very important. We want to create strong content for Singaporeans. And now, I mean, once we've gotten like a large kind of platform,
following.
Right?
Okay.
So we can do a lot more. And I think that's where we've kind of reached now. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's a long story, lah. Basically, I can tell you there's a long story about how TSL started, but basically that's the gist of it.
Okay. From what I seen you do, you did food reviews of exotic items, I guess.
Right.
Isn't that like a great job? Like you just get offered food.
I mean, yeah, it's great in the sense that when we do this kind of videos, right, it's fun. We get it, but people don't usually see like the 95%
of the
hard work, right?
That goes behind.
You know this because you do this. For example, it's not as easy as I'm just recording this and then bam, it's on the internet. There's so much post work and even planning before, right?
Yep.
So basically, like 5% of the things that people see us do is basically on the internet, but 95% are the
planning,
the
brainstorm,
hard work.
Okay,
the real hard work.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not as glamorous as people think it is.
My perception of the Smart Local is people who have IQ of at least genius level.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's Smart Local. But on that note, recently there's this YouTube channel that added my Instagram called The Average Guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like to me, there's 2 spectrums: the average guys and the Smart Local. two spectrums of people.
Great.
Like,
I actually really love the Average Guys. They do the web series, right? Of course, it's very different for what we do. We do more lifestyle stuff, so they focus a lot more on scripted web series, and there was an entire series, right? Funny thing is, I'm a big fan of the series. There's also a guy named Fauzi on that series.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I recently got to meet him.
One of the guys was actually my classmate from poly.
Is it?
Justin.
I see.
Justin Pip, yeah. But shout out to the Average Guys.
Shout out.
Okay.
Funny thing is, he's also Fauzi. His
Aziz?
initials are the same, so it's F Fauzi A, right? So he's Fauzi Azhar. Funny, when I met him, I was like, this is weird. So I always call him the other famous Fauzi.
I know 2 Tiffany's.
Okay.
So from where I work in a gym,
Yeah.
I like to do this thing where when they are together, they are called Tiffany, and then just to get a kick of who looks at me first.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, you're the first Tiffany.
Yes.
You're the real one.
Yeah, it's a struggle when you have someone
with a similar name.
Yeah, and close proximity to you as well.
I've never had that problem because my name is quite exotic, I feel. Farikin.
It is.
I've never met another Farikin in my life.
I don't think I'll ever meet another Farikin in my entire life.
So how long have you been doing this?
Like I said, I've been doing it for 3 years. So
Okay.
I've been in TSL for 3 years.
3
I
years.
think maybe being on video for maybe 2.5 years or so.
So
Yeah.
you develop yourself as a person through the whole process. How have you changed?
Yeah, the best thing about working in TSL is that you get to learn so much. My background was in theatre, like I mentioned, so I didn't dabble with like camera that much or even hosting on screen that much. But I think over the time I've picked up a lot of skills from the very creative people that we work with.
Okay.
So like whether videography or photography, I kind of learn a bit. I'm not an expert, but I've managed to learn a lot from a lot of people.
You pick it up
Just
for the team.
observe people working, right? It's quite cool. Then you
Yeah.
like realize, wow, actually these people are so talented, and a lot of them are very young, much younger than me.
I'm very impressed with the production value of your YouTube videos, especially the edits. It makes you look like the most excited person I've ever met.
But
It's like every time, when you do the food reviews, like, then they zoom into your face, and
Yeah.
that's just to emphasize on the
Okay,
excitement.
it's quite true. Sometimes I am very excitable. So a lot of the things, they're not scripted in the sense that these people you see, the personalities are there.
Okay.
They already have the personalities. It's only enhanced by the editing. Whenever I meet people, right, there are a couple of things they tell me. One is they think I'm taller than they think I am.
Okay.
So they always say like, oh my god, why are you so tall in real life? I'm like, do you think I'm really short? You know? Because on camera maybe you don't see it, but they say, you're really tall in real life. I always get that. The other thing I get is, wow, you look, how old are you? Then I tell them I'm actually 28.
Okay.
They'll be like, you look like you're in the early 20s. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Oh, you're 28.
Yeah, so I'm actually turning 30 in 2 years, actually. So it's very fast. See, people don't know that I'm 28.
You look young though. Like you don't look 28. You look early 20s. Like
See, that's what people say.
25, 23.
Yeah, but I've been this for so long.
Maybe because you're just very vibrant.
Maybe,
you
maybe.
smile a lot, and that brings youth.
Maybe that is my
to your looks,
my
I
trip.
guess.
My tip for all of you is that you just need to smile more.
Smile more, guys, if you wanna look younger.
Yeah. It can say shit or not?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
It's funny you said that because Munah was like, oh my god, I said shit. Can I say shit?
Yeah. I don't know because
You
I
can
feel
cuss, guys. You can cuss. No, I'm not
Okay,
kidding.
I think I've been given that chance to meet a lot of people, and the opportunities are endless and that's why I really love what I do, in the sense that I get to meet a lot of people. I get to interact with people and hopefully inspire them to do more things with their lives, because I think the creative industry, we require people, right? We want people to come in and explore, but maybe it's not the best option in terms of practicality. But if you're really passionate about it, like for example, you are passionate about your podcast, and I think that's cool. That's why I'm so willing to do these kind of things. I love meeting creative people who are actually so into what they do, and it just helps in the sense it helps color the industry a little bit more, right?
But how did your family receive this? Like, what does
Good
your
question.
mom think that you do?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question.
Yeah.
I don't really know what my mom thinks I do, honestly.
Does she know your YouTube though?
Yeah, she does know that. So actually, when I first started, right, of course, she think, oh, you're working in a media company, and it seems very in line with what my interests and then my mom's happy with that. But then subsequently, when I started appearing on YouTube, I think the funny thing is she doesn't really watch it.
Okay.
She knows of it. Then she gets people telling her of me. That's why then for her it's always a funny experience. Yeah, I think for her it's a funny experience. But I think I've been very blessed because my parents are super supportive.
Okay.
In fact, even my dad, right, once appeared in a video with me for one
That's
of
fun.
the TSL stuff. Yeah.
That sounds very
so
fun.
it's very fun. I think my parents are super supportive. I think they you know what I mean. They just, as long as I'm happy, they're happy.
Wow, okay.
My parents are both retired. Well, my dad is semi-retired. My mom's fully retired.
You can't retire that easily in Singapore.
See, that's the thing. So yeah, I'm glad that they're happy with what I'm doing. I think now they've raised 5 boys.
Oh, you're.
I'm the 4th child. Yeah, I'm one of the youngest.
They obviously know what you're doing.
So all of them know what I'm doing. It's just that
they have a better idea than your parents.
Yeah, but they don't really like. It doesn't bother them. I think for me, my family is, like, just do whatever you want as long as you're happy. You don't do anything wrong. You're perfect. You're fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some parents are very traditional. They think that this kind of careers not meant for you lah. You know what I mean? And legitimately so, because it's tough to earn a living in Singapore, but because my parents are so supportive, it's been great for me. I've enjoyed what I'm doing lah.
This was never a question that I like to ask guests.
No, ask.
But what do you like to eat?
Oh,
since you eat a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Of reviews.
That's actually a really hard question to answer. Okay, of all my favorite things, right? If like I went to a hawker center or anything, my go-to thing, if I'm like just gonna be happy and satisfied, is chicken rice.
Ah, I knew it.
Yeah. Okay. About a close second is nasi lemak. Funny thing is, right? So I do travel a fair bit, and when I get the chance to travel, I love like just exploring the culture, enjoying the food, right? But then, right, every time without fail, if I travel for a long period of time, I'll suddenly have this craving in the middle of the day of one of the days during the trip. I'm like, wow, I really miss chicken rice. Oh, wow, I really miss Asian food. Yeah.
Which part of US do you go?
So recently I went to New York. Yeah, it's great, right? And then I went to Canada. So I went to Toronto and Montreal.
Oh, wow.
Canada's, I think the culture is very different. And even
chill.
though they're like so close to each other, like US and Canada, and you think that they're kind of like the same North American type people, but actually Canadians are very different. And also if you go to Montreal, right, they're all French speaking.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. I think it's a very cultural experience for me. Yeah.
To me, I've traveled in a lot of places, but particularly I've never enjoyed myself more than when I was in Japan.
Yes.
Maybe part of that is because I'm always in tune with the Japanese culture. I like I like animes. I like everything Japanese, and their culture to me it intrigues me because they are so polite, they are so hygienic, and all that.
Oh my god.
So to me, one thing I've noticed in Japan is that I rarely see homeless people. But when I was in New York, everything is always about money. Like people approach me and like, oh, do you have $1?
Right.
The culture is just worlds apart.
Yeah. Actually, honestly, like it's just very different, I would say. But I must say that I love Japan a lot.
Yeah.
In the past year, I got to go quite a couple of times for work. Wow. I just always fall in love with Japan a bit more every time I go
The
visit.
7-Eleven is like
Yes.
worth going.
Can we please have that in
7-Eleven.
Singapore, right? No, they have those like onigiris and stuff, but it's so few options in Singapore. I want to be like in a Japanese 7-Eleven and be like wowed at everything they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell like just chicken breast. Like to me, like for someone who watches my diet, that's like the perfect thing. Like I
That's
just
awesome.
go to 7-Eleven and just buy a chicken breast.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so I saw one of your videos. You were very close with Munah, my previous guest.
Which I listened to, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I just like went home on the way home, like listening to it. I was like laughing. It was very funny.
She's very lovable on camera.
She is crazy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. She is crazy. She's just full of energy and she is crazy.
That's her charm, though.
Yeah, but I love her. Yeah.
So how did your relationship with her came about?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, right, me and Munah, we went to NUS together.
Okay.
So we went in the same course, but we took a lot of classes together. So it was very fun. I got to know her. Back then, right, I didn't even know she was famous. So I didn't know who she was in general lah. I just like saw her in school.
You didn't watch YouTube.
I watched YouTube.
Your impression of her might have changed. You're that girl who does crazy stuff on YouTube, and then you might be more intimidated to approach her.
Maybe actually, I don't know. I can't remember. That was so long ago, right?
But
it's like 5-6 years ago. I'm just roughly saying. But
Okay.
I mean, we were in school together. We did a couple of classes together. I got the opportunity to do a couple of shows with her, like stage shows in school with her.
Okay.
So I think we got very close, and then I think we have this close group of friends who hang out together, including Munah, and it's just very fun, I guess. Yeah, the best part about it is, even for me, like when you meet someone who's like, I will put famous in inverted commas, famous, and they seem so normal, right? That's the best part, right? They're not famous. And I always tell people that I don't think I'm famous. because I think I do a certain I appear on videos. Yes, people know of me, but for me, right, my priority is to remain down to earth. Then when people come up to me and they ask for a picture, or if they ask for, and just want to chat, right, I'm very grateful if they just come up and say hi and don't be like sneaky and hide behind the wall and just take a picture.
You know, it's funny you say that. I was at McDonald's yesterday.
Yeah.
To buy salad. No. I was at McDonald's yesterday. I bumped into this couple of friends. So I was telling them about my podcast that I did, and then they looked through my Instagram and they saw Munah.
Right.
And then they were like, oh, you interviewed her. She's the notorious girl who did this. They were just like bashing her.
Oh, right.
So, but to me, in my mind, they've never met her. For my impression with her, I don't have enough good things to say about her.
Yeah, she's great.
But to me, it's just the casual people, because they go to YouTube and they see the things that they do, and then they assume, oh, they are this type of people, but they are not. Like, there's depths to people that
absolutely,
people don't know yet.
Because people always assume like when they meet these people, they'll be like not nice or unfriendly, right? But I've never met any person who I mean, at least not many people who have been like mean or not nice.
I guess the media sort of twisted it in a way.
Because, like I said earlier, like what you see on the internet is only maybe 5% of their lives. You know, there are a lot more things that people have to do just to make things work. And sometimes people don't take it. I mean, don't take it nicely, I guess, or don't take they think it's silly that you're doing certain things, but they discount the entire fact that these people are working hard to create the content that you actually love.
Which is why you don't see my face.
Why?
Not
maybe
yet.
In the future, maybe in the future.
To me, is the reason I haven't put my face on it is because to me, I want to promote a brand.
Yeah.
And to me, doing this is not about for me trying to make a name for myself. It's trying to, for me, just do a podcast and talk to people.
Right.
That's basically it. And to me, I'm very fine with this not being a viral thing or something. But I've realized quickly that in order for me to work with more people, I have to get a little bit more well known.
Yeah.
Because people will be like, look, who is this guy? Who's this podcaster that I don't know about? So shady. They wouldn't want to work with me.
But I mean, like I said, like if you're passionate about what you do, it doesn't matter how you do it. You know what I mean? Right? So I'm like, you approached me and you asked me to if I would like to do this, and absolutely, like in my first instinct is like, why not? In a sense, I'm supporting someone, a future creator, because even though it's a podcast, you're creating content, and I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter lah. For me, like people always assume, how much do I have to pay you? I'm like, no, I'm doing this as a genuine interest in talking to someone, right? Yeah. So I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy meeting people, and that's one of the things I love doing in TSL. Is one of the series that I do is called Word on the Street.
Okay.
So I go out and interview random people on the streets about issues in Singapore, about relationships and stuff.
Street interviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very fun, and because I like meeting people, and I'm generally a very sociable, outgoing personality. So I love talking to people and hearing what they have to say, and that's why I'm very willing to accept kind of jobs or accept like collaborations on a personal basis when I strongly believe in the brand or I strongly believe in the content they're creating.
It's good that the Smart Local lets you do this.
Like, yeah.
They don't restrict they don't own you. Your sign your soul.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
They're very contract.
No, they're very good with like allow me to explore other things. It really just helps people or encourage people to be more open about the media industry, right?
You said that you're a fan of podcasts. So which podcast are you a fan of?
Oh my god. Okay. It really depends.
Right now I know which one.
What? Oh yeah, yes. Do not click. No, as in you must click. Okay, click and watch and subscribe. Yeah.
The funny part about coming out with that name, here's the breaking story of how I came out with Do Not Clique. I wanted to do a reverse psychology thing. I created Do Not Clique. If I like when you tell someone, oh, don't go there, they'll do it anyway because of reverse psychology.
That's true. Yes.
That's the idea behind the name. But then I quickly realized that I didn't think this through that far ahead, because when I was sending email, the first thing they see, sender, do not click.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Then I was like, oh no, then are people not gonna respond to my email because the sender is do not click? Which is why I have other methods to approach people. And to me, people click the emails anyway. I've gotten replies, so it's not.
No, I love it. By the way, I must say that the name is pretty original.
And really I'm quite a punny person. I like puns.
Love it. Yes.
Yeah. So to me, the click clicks very well.
It's funny. It's kind of funny too, in the sense that you're like, interviewing people and stuff. You're like kind of creating your own clique in inverted commas. Yeah, yeah. But
Okay,
what about podcast, right?
Yeah. Getting back.
I actually really love story podcasts. So like podcasts or like people telling a story and stuff. The most recent one that I just like binge listen to, right, on the way to work, etc., or whenever I'm free, is this one by the New York Times. It's called Dear John. Okay, it's basically like a real life story, or based on a real story of this lady who got married to like this con man kind of person. It's very interesting. You kind of hear the entire progress of her story. So someone's narrating like what's happening. It's very addictive. It's like a mystery thriller type podcast. So I like listening to stories. It's a little bit like an audiobook.
Yeah.
A little bit like an audiobook.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what actually, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's actually why I like about podcasts, because when it comes to reading books, I like autobiographies and I like biographies.
Right.
So to me, like podcasts, you are listening from the horse's mouth.
Right.
You are listening from the person itself.
Yeah.
So to me, and then you hear the emotions. Sometimes they get emotional when they say it. So it's just a different dimension.
Yeah, it's a little bit like YouTube, right? In the sense that people on YouTube are the people who are just like that. There's no, I mean, of course it's editing, but it's them. Their personality is on YouTube. You get to choose if you want to watch them or not, because the personality fits with you or not. I think that's the beauty of it, right? You get a choice, that's right? True. And on regular traditional like television and stuff, you don't get the choice of who you want to listen to or who you want to watch, right? So that's the beauty of YouTube, lah. Yeah, there are a lot of other podcasts I listen to. There's one called The Read, which is an American-based one where they just basically talk about celebrity gossip and stuff like that. So I like to listen to a lot of celebrity gossip kind of podcasts, especially when they interview like stars or like celebrities.
You are definitely under my target audience. When I started this podcast, I have a targeted audience.
Right.
Okay, so you are one of them.
Yeah, you guys like
Fauzi Aziz.
Yeah.
Target audience. Okay, so why do you think people should listen to podcasts?
Wow.
When I told my friends that I was starting a podcast, they gave me the weirdest look because they don't understand what a podcast is. I feel for most of my friends. When I send them the link, they were like, hey, why got no video? Video is stuck. To me, a podcast and a video interview is two very different things. Because with a camera pointed at you, the pressure is different, and the way you respond to question is different. Like for right now, it's very casual. We have a very casual conversation, and it's the first time we are meeting.
Yeah. See, the thing
this
is
my first meeting with you.
Yeah, the thing is like podcast, right? Also, you don't know if we're like undressed or like wearing underwear or we're in our pajamas or
lying down.
Yeah, right. Yes. Oh, yes. I've heard your podcast. Why is there a running joke about lying down? I feel like I listened to at least two other podcasts, and both of the times you talked about lying down. Like, maybe we are lying down. Who knows? We don't know.
Honestly, my second podcast with Tiffany Lovich.
Yeah.
We did that podcast lying down.
Ah, you really are?
Yeah. Because I just told her I wanted to get comfortable. It was also the second time I was doing a podcast.
Right.
And to me, comfort is very important.
Okay. Can we like make a thing for ours? I want people to imagine us hanging from the ceiling.
Oh,
yeah.
That's creepy.
So we're actually talking. We're talking while
we are
hanging
on
the ceiling.
Yeah.
We're
on a noose
no,
right now.
Noose. Oh my god, we're not killing ourselves. That's weird. We're like Spider-Man or something. Think of us like hanging from the ceiling like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Not a noose.
We're having a conversation on the wall. I thought that was what you were going for.
No. No suicide. That's a bad idea.
Speaking of Noose, do you watch the Noose?
Oh my god, I am obsessed. I used to be obsessed with that show. For me, right?
Michelle Chong, right?
Everyone. Yeah. I think everyone. All of them have such.
Shout out to Michelle Chong.
Yeah, she's great. By the way, met her once before. She is very nice. She is very, very nice. You can watch. It's on one of the TSL videos. I wasn't with her, but I got to manage that project. So I got to meet her, and she's really very, very, very nice. Yeah. But the Noose for me is the epitome of outstanding comedy writing. I think it's so relevant to Singapore, and it's very risque, I would say, for Singaporean audience, the traditional Singaporean audience. So I was impressed with kind of the all the stories and stuff. So I was very obsessed. I kept watching it. I laughed every time. it was just like every single thought has gone through into kind of creating that series.
Yeah, I guess this is why it's popular, because it's very different.
No, but some people don't really, don't get it.
Yeah.
Right? I think you need to be like some sort of person who can take a joke.
People get offended by watching a show.
But
like, I'm so
it's so
people
great.
get offended by everything nowadays.
Yeah lah, Singaporeans, I love you Singaporeans, but sometimes you all need to calm down.
Chill down on the comment section.
Right? Yes.
Okay, so if you're not doing this YouTube thing, the Smart Local, what do you envision yourself doing?
Okay, different, right? At the point when after I graduated, right, if I didn't do a YouTube thing, right, I would just gone to do like maybe be a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like a drama teacher. Maybe that was my path if I didn't join TSL. But I mean, if I wasn't doing this, probably like after how many years, if I leave TSL, probably be pursuing something related to teaching. Maybe teaching English, or go back to one of my like original dreams, which was to be on stage and do theatre more. Like Munah lah, she was talking about her she wants to do more theatre, right?
Yeah, I already bought my tickets for her send-off show.
Munah Hirzi live, I think the curtain call or something.
Yeah, Munah, we're coming to see you.
Yeah.
We became friends through you.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'll probably be a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Or like
you should be a teacher that teach theatre. So then
so like a drama teacher,
best of
right?
both worlds.
Can lah, but different. The thrill of teaching is very different from the thrill of performing. It's just different. But I mean, maybe I get to join both worlds in that sense.
Have you thought about how your life has changed ever since you joined TSL?
Wow.
I'm referring to how your friends treat you. I guess your face now is probably recognizable more amongst people.
Yeah, my face is also on
and I like to say this word when I like to butcher this word, notoriety.
Notoriety.
Yeah. Notoriety. No, I think I got it right. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. It's correct.
Okay, notoriety.
Okay. Funny. When you talk about my face, my face actually been on a truck.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going around.
You mean like those advertisements where they put on the buses?
Yeah, so it's like those, but mine is promoting some campaign that we're doing. So myself and my colleague Xenia, who's one of the personalities in TSL.
Shout out to Xenia.
Yeah, shout out to her. She sits beside me in the office. It's very great because I always disturb her, but I love her. Yeah, so I guess how has my life changed? So much. Again, like I didn't sign up to be someone who's on camera.
Okay.
I signed up, I wanted to be a writer, I wanted to do like maybe behind the scenes stuff. But because I've appeared so much on camera, it's been over 3 years, my life has changed in a sense that, of course, one thing, people do recognize me on the streets, and it's always great when people say hi and they say they enjoy your content, because that's the best thing for creators, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess all the different opportunities I've got, like from traveling the world to meeting a lot of new people, and even just getting to do something I really love, that's the best part, right? I mean, my life has changed, I guess, like that in that sense. But I feel like for me, I'm still the same person.
Yeah, the friends who know you before you join the Smart Local and now,
I don't know. I really don't know. Some people
have you even been contacting?
Yeah. So some people will make fun of me. Then some of them will laugh. Like let's say if I'm hanging out with like just friends from like my JC or friends from uni. It's funny when we all hang out in a group and then a kid will come up and like say, "Hi, can I take a picture with you?" It's so cute.
I want your autograph.
Yeah, it's very cute. No, the funniest thing is that there are even parents, right? Some
Who
of the parents, they love watching our videos. So some of the parents, they come with their kid and saying, "Can my daughter or can my son take a picture with you?" Then after that, they actually said like, "Actually, I also want to take a picture with you." Kind of thing. So it's like very sweet lah. And I think the best part about our demographic, or the people who watch our videos, right, is a wide range.
Okay.
Anything from young students to like older parents. Yeah. So it's very fun. I get to meet so many people from all different walks of life.
Gratifying. Okay. Just last question.
So fast already,
Yeah, actually we are 38 minutes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have talked for 38 minutes. Two total strangers came together in a podcast, and
You know what? That's the beauty of this.
We talked to each other for almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, please lah. People should do this. You know, and people should just spend time talking to someone. Even though you've never met this person, why not, right?
you listen to my podcast now, right? Okay, so who would you like to listen to in my podcast?
Well, that's a tough one.
In Singapore, I guess.
In Singapore, who would I love for you to talk to? One of my most favorite persons or people in the world is Shu An.
Okay.
She's from Clique Network, and she's also doing a lot of theatre.
Okay.
I think she's super interesting. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Okay.
Who else you can meet?
Okay, Shu An, I'm coming for you. You can expect an email.
Yeah, she's great.
Today.
Go and check it out. Check it out. She's very nice.
Surprisingly, you're not the first person who requested for her. I think a couple of my friends,
Is
hey,
it?
you should do this, girl.
Yeah, she's got a lot of stories and then she's got a lot of experience, and I think it's very great. You know who you should interview?
Who?
The sticker lady. Have you heard of the sticker lady?
No.
Okay, basically, right, she is an artist who
Okay.
used to paste like stickers or on things. Go and look it up. I cannot remember what exactly, but I know her story is very interesting.
Sticker lady. I'm gonna stick you in my podcast.
Yeah. Wow, you are so smooth with your transitions.
Future plans for yourself.
Whoa. Well, within TSL, there are a lot of things happening in the next year. So I can't say too much about it, but I mean, you can expect more content.
Okay.
You can expect more exciting things that we're doing. So it's gonna be great. Personally, right, what I want to do is definitely
More podcast.
I mean, for sure. But I think having a little bit more fun, and not be so stressed out lah. I think it's the end of the year already. Can you believe it's already December?
Let that sing in, people. 2018
Yes.
is a month away.
Oh my god. But I guess for me, my plans wise, I just expand my horizon a little bit, do a little bit more things that I can fit into my schedule. Maybe learn a little bit more photography, try out like videography a little bit. Just be more creative, I guess. In the course of the next year.
All right.
I don't have any plans lah.
Okay.
I can't say because like with TSL there are a lot of plans. And my schedule is always quite packed.
Yeah.
But I think personal wise, my goals are basically to be a better person and do more things.
My teacher used to say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yes,
but to
oh
me,
my god.
I mean, that doesn't apply here because I guess sometimes you have to go through the motion.
It's true though. Yeah, but I mean,
don't take advice too literally.
yeah, correct. But otherwise, I think just always having a positive outlook in life is a good thing to have. People take that for granted. You as a person spreading positive energy, they take things for granted. Like they take that for granted because a lot of times, right, if you put out a very positive energy to the world, people will feel that and people will feel a bit better.
Yeah.
It's as simple as you go to, like, for example, right, if you take a taxi or you buy something from the hawker center, it's as simple as like saying hi and even just asking the person, how are you, to get them feeling a little bit better about the day, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, one small change for someone, goes a long way. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh my god.
We are podcast number 5.
Yes,
Yeah.
see, I know
You keep
because I
track.
listen.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You got that earlier than me. That is so funny.
Yes.
Okay, podcast number 5. Thank you very much, Fauzi Aziz.
Thank
for
you very
being
much.
in my
Can I
podcast.
plug myself?
Yes, go ahead, please.
No,
not
kidding.
that.
Kidding.
I mean, right now you are plugging me.
Wow, you said that very weirdly. I am not plugging you.
Oh, man.
If they want to find out more about, for me, I would say subscribe to the Smart Local YouTube channel.
Follow him at his Instagram. My name is Fauzi, which you have to.
It's-
I don't know why he has to say that my name is.
Yeah,
because
it's just the
that's
most.
obviously his name.
It's the most basic thing to put out there because I didn't know how to put a name.
I can't complain. My favorite model is Kiko Mizuhara, and her Instagram is like I am Kiko.
Yeah,
Like, I know you are Kiko, but we can there's verification by the blue tick now.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not very.
No, you're not blue tick yet.
No,
we haven't reached the point where
I won't blue tick you on WhatsApp though.
Yeah,
I will
don't blue
read
tick.
your message and reply.
Yeah, he's been doing that. Okay, thank you very much, Fauzi.